Shalom, family, and welcome once again to Just the Word Prophecy. And Just the Word Prophecy is our prophecy channel here at Just the Word. And today we hear from our brother Etechan as he tells us what has been laid on his heart.
Shalom, everyone. So I had this dream about a month ago or a few months ago. I titled it Rejecting the Prophets of Old. So the dream started off with myself and Alda walking into a place that looked like KFC. It was like a fast food joint. And we walked into the KFC joint and then we went up to the counter. And behind the counter was a woman who was waiting to serve us. So the surprising thing is that when we got to the counter, we didn't order any food. So instead, Aldo whipped out a Bible, which he was holding with his one hand. And it was almost like he was showcasing the Bible to the woman, and then he was paging through the New Testament. And he was like, look at this, And then all of a sudden, he flipped to the Old Testament. And then he said, oh, would you prefer to read the prophets? And then he went through the old prophets like Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, all the old prophets. And then as he was showing her this, all of a sudden I interjected and said, but Alda, she doesn't believe in the prophets. So the minute I said that, Alda's demeanor changed. Like he changed from being welcoming and warm and he just became stoic. And he shut the Bible quickly and then he turned and he walked out. And then I followed him out. And that was the end of the dream.
Wow. All right. So that dream shows the importance of the Old Testament. Without the Old Testament, there is no New. And in the New Testament, there is a reference over and over again, as it is written. Let's go and give some examples. Romans 15:3, for even Hamashiach pleased not himself. Oh, I gotta get it on the screen, I just remember. Sorry about that. For even Hamashiach pleased not himself, but as it is written, you see, the reproaches of them that reproach thee fell on me. Mm-hmm. As it is written. Mm-hmm. And if you go to the New Testament, it is full of as it is written. Look how many are in Romans. Look how many times Hamashiach said it. Luke 19:46, saying unto them, it is written, my house is a house of prayer, but ye have made it a den of thieves. Luke 26:46, thus it is written, and thus it behoved Hamashiach to suffer and to raise from the dead the third day. John 6:45, it is written in the prophets, and they shall all be taught of Elohim. John 8:17, it is also written in your law that the testimony of two men is true. And he went on, and as it is written. It is written, let me get the exact phrase, is written in the Bible 81 times. In the New Testament, it is there in the book of Romans 16 times. Look at the Apostle Shaul. It's in Hebrews, Galatians, 2 Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, Romans, Acts, John, Luke, Mark, Matthew. So, when I go to someone and they have no regard for the Old Testament, it is that they have no regard for truth. Because the word tells us in the Bible that the law is the truth. Psalm 119, 142. These words are not there by chance. Psalm 119, 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Now, if you do not receive the truth, 2 Thessalonians 2, New Testament now, if you do not receive the truth, verse 10, 2 Thessalonians 2, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, die, because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. So you don't love the law, you don't love the truth, you cannot be saved. Now, it kind of shows you in the dream that if someone does not believe in the Old Testament, it does not even make sense you speak to her.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that in the dream, I just left. I just left. That's how important the Torah is. Just left, let us leave them alone because it is futile.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are there and you are referring to the Old Testament, say, oh, that is Old Testament. If you cannot convince them to pay attention to the Old Testament, then it's going to be a problem. So people, you cannot find the truth without the Old Testament. This video would be for like Christians who reject the Torah, reject the Old Testament. All right? You found anything on it? You got anything on it?
I also think it was just symbolic how we walked into a place that was KFC, so it's a place that's commercial. And then she was working in this place which is commercial, and the reason why she was in a commercial place is because she rejects the prophets. So that's why she was there working in a commercial place, because she's souped up in deception.
And uncleanness as well,
Yeah.
because we know KFC is a place of uncleanness, and she was working in an unclean place because she rejected the prophets. And we are going to be unclean if we reject the prophets. It's a very important thing, this uncleanness, because the Torah is what tells you what is clean and what is unclean. Like yesterday, the man was telling us that as long as you come to Yahusha, there is no more uncleanness. Nothing is further from the truth. All right? You have to be. That's why it says in the New Testament, touch not the unclean thing and I will receive you. So if you touch the unclean thing, it was in reference to the Old Testament. If you touch the unclean thing, he's not going to receive you. Very, very simple. Yeah? All right. All right, so that's it. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe and please share these videos with someone. Remember, Just the Word Prophecy is here to confirm, to warn, and to, what's the other C again? I forgot
Correct.
it. And to correct. And to correct. To correct, to confirm, and to warn. So please share this with someone. All right? Thank you and shalom.